Hello my friends, welcome back to the action. It's episode, I want to say 79, 78, 79, something like that. And we are still farming mutants like there's no tomorrow, while driving backwards across the map, using up ammunition that is not useful to me. Swish! Wow, this was a lot of mutants. I can't believe it, we're still alive somehow. 9 HP. They've only got fists, they can't penetrate the vehicle. Get in there. Get in there. What is going on with this vehicle? Get in. Okay, apparently I am in the vehicle. Good. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, the Deathclaw was attacking there. Oh, another one bites the dust. Just think about how many hit points these guys have got, all these dudes together. We must have gotten through several thousand HP's worth of mutants here. Okay, so anyway, I started recording because I wanted a little bit of to go over where we're at in the leveling scheme of things. We're actually nearly done, and I sort of wanted to talk about building characters as well. Some more stuff that I thought would be interesting on building characters. So, just to show you my resources first. Still got loads of toolkits, but I have used a huge amount of not great ammunition. I used all the 5.56, which is rubbish. The 5.56 went through the minigun. I used all the 45 in the Tommy gun, which is actually a relatively decent weapon. And now I have Stian using up the 44 at point blank range, because why not? But the resources sort of not dwindling away, but we're certainly burning through resources doing this. I wanted to talk about these characters. So they're level 12 at the moment, and here I've gone for double life giver tag, which is to get energy weapons, obviously. We've got 180% on energy weapons here, so that's very solid. And then every level is going to give us an additional 8 hit points because of life giver, so these characters will become very tanky very quickly. Then Mandy here also has a double life giver, as well as fast shot and mutate. And she's going to need to pick up tag at level 15 so she can get her energy weapons on the go. Oh, she's out of ammo. That probably explains why those guys took so long to kill. And of course our buddy Dylan here. He is level 13, nearly 14, and he will need to pick up tag to get his energy weapons skill at level 15. And then they'll all have energy weapons skill, and it'll all be to a certainly, to a decent level, over 100. And then we'll just carry on building them up from there. We're going to have a team of characters who are relatively effective with energy weapons. But they're going to need to get to about level 21 before they're actually really good, or 18 to 21 before they really start to power up. Now, what I wanted to say is, you may be thinking to yourself, well, why take Life Giver twice, right? You never took it on any of your other characters. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's like my famous thing to say. There is an optimal perk build in this game. Okay? There is in Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics, there is an optimal perk build. Don't let anyone tell you different. And that perk build is to basically get, well, not basically, to exactly get Educated at level 4, then Educated again at level 6, then save your perk from level 9, get Life Giver twice at level 12, and then pick up, wow, this guy just doesn't want to die, does he? And then pick up Divine Intervention at, I think it's level 15, it might be 16. Nice, he had lots of ammo. Yeah, you want to pick up that Divine Intervention, which reduces your perk rate to 2. And then, from then on, you want to start getting your weapons perks. So, if there's an optimal build for Fallout, why am I not using the optimal build for Fallout? Or why am I just now sort of using these characters, you know, developing these characters in this way? Now, I haven't gone for Educated with them, because I needed a couple of perks to fix them, as it were, to grab Tag, for example, and Scout here. So these two would be Educated in the optimal build, and you'd probably want to start with Gifted and Fast Shot. Now you've got this one's got Gifted and Fast Shot, but we needed Mutate to get rid of Skilled. And I think there's just a perk missing. Should have 4 perks. Oh yeah, because of Skilled, we lost a perk. So both of them have lost 2 perks, and Educated has been sacrificed on that altar. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, if there's an optimal way to build characters, why not build them that way? Why not build my main character, Educated, Life Giver, and then start gaining these things? Or even pick up Divine Intervention as well. Well, that's because that's, you know, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So, level 15, you've got all your perks that build your character, and then you're adding your bonus rate of fire, your damage, maybe later on more criticals, better criticals, that kind of stuff. The basic point I'm making is that the most optimal character in Fallout only really starts to come into its full power, only really starts to outperform the character that I've built here. This character only really truly starts to get outperformed by an incredibly optimal character. Or the ultimate build, if you will, whatever you want to call it. You only start getting outperformed once you hit level 25. Or later. And that is the funniest or most damning thing of all, is by level 25, most Fallout games are over. So by the time you are starting to peak out in power, you've got all your build-up perks, and you're starting to get the best combat perks, you know. Probably the first perk you would buy is improved rate of fire, because bonus rate of fire is probably the best perk in the game. So you'd probably grab that as your first perk, your first combat perk, at level 18. You've probably played 3/4 of the game by level 18. And so therein lies the problem with building ultra optimal characters, is by the time their efficiency starts to really kick in, the game is getting close to being over. Now, it works out fine for our new characters, Rebecca and Mandy here, because we are already 3/4 through the game, and we can just farm random encounters to level them up quickly. We are not trying to play most of the game with suboptimal characters that are, you know, don't have that great combat capability. Oh, 97! He must have... Son of a Bismarck must have super crit me. At least once. Oh, smacked the living unhappiness out of my APC for 214. Still sucks when it hurts. When it happens. Okay, so... Oh, damn it. Now that I'm recording an episode, you know, my luck is has run out. So, let's talk about my main character here, and where we would be at if I had built it super optimally. So, I really need to open up the character page, so let me just finish. Okay, yeah. So, if I'd have taken Educated at level 4, then I would have gained an extra 4 skill points by level 6. Then at level 6 to 10, that would be 8, 12, 16, and the 4, 20. 20 skill points there. And then another 10 levels would be 40 more. So 60 skill points. So I would have, if I'd built this character optimally, I would have 60 more skill points. And obviously 8 more HP per level past 12. So 8 times 8. Horrible. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. 16, 32, 64. Right? 64? Or is it 76? Wait. Terrible math. I was never very good at the times table in my head. I always worked it out manually. Yeah, 8 and 8 is 16. Is 32. Is 64. Yeah, I was correct. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Anyway, I'm down 64 HP. So I would have had 60 more skill points and 64 more hit points at this point, had I built this super optimally. But I would be down 4 perks. So I would be down, not bonus rate of fire, because that would be the first thing that you would take. Although you would have taken it at level 15. Oh, I had to gain. No, I didn't have to gain either of these to actually get that, I don't think. So I probably wouldn't have had my bonus range damage throughout the whole game, and I wouldn't have had living anatomy throughout the whole game, and probably would have not gotten either perception or luck. So, at this point right now, I would be up. If I'd have built it super optimally, I would have been up 60 skill points and 64 hit points. But I would have played most of the missions of the game with 30% less damage, and that, you know, slightly shorter range and so on. The basic point I'm making is, it's all fun and games building a super mega optimal character, but if the game is over by the time it actually kicks in, what was the point, right? Or at least that's how I see it. In fact, we wouldn't have had bonus rate of fire by 15, we would have had it by 17, because we would have also gotten the divine intervention. So, there would have been a long way to go. Let's put it that way. Before we had the, before we started to truly sort of outperform. And obviously, as I gain levels, the gap will get wider. A super optimal character will start to really pull ahead at level 21, 24, around there. But if you just if you just carried on plowing through the missions, you would probably have finished the game by so annoying to click on that. You would probably have finished the game by the time you truly started to have a character that is wholly superior. Let's stop throwing grenades. I started throwing grenades just because I found loads of grenades. I had like 150 of them, and you know, they're quite heavy, so. Find a lot of 7.62 off of mutants, and I was thinking of actually going and hunting reavers to look for energy cells instead. Especially now I have two characters firing energy weapons. Either way, whatever I do, you would have to stop leveling once your energy cells start to get low. Or lower. Wow, he just crit me as well. $179. Oh, someone leveled. That guy's got a missile launcher. By the way, during my quiet leveling times by myself, one of my characters, one of my attempts to level up, one of my random encounters, I got super crit by a mutant for 463 damage. It was ridiculous. $463 damage. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't even from nearby, it was from miles away as well. I was livid. Look at this, man. 186 energy weapons skill at level 13. Not bad at all. But this character will have to wait until level 15 before she can tag energy weapons and join the party. And that's basically where I'm at, is I need to get to level 15 to tag energy weapons. And then we can switch these guys out to energy weapons. It's sort of, it does feel like a waste to switch Dylan from standard weapons to energy, considering how good he is with standard weapons. But you have to remember that when standard weapons are doing... Come on. Let me past, I want to fight some reavers. There we go. No. 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 God damn, what is with all the mutants? This should be Reaver Zone. Ghouls? tribals. I thought the Reavers were hanging around Junction C. Wasn't there a main base at Great Bend? It's robots. Oh! What on earth is this? Oh, it's like this reference to the Matrix, isn't it? Good, okay, well, that's enough silly references for me. No, I don't want to encounter robots. Robots are too dangerous. I wonder if you can't encounter Reavers anymore because you're allied to them. No, that would be weird, wouldn't it? I mean, the mutants were also being defeated. Man, there was a point where I couldn't avoid Reaver battles. Now I'm friggin' struggling to find any. Rad scorpions. Well, it looks like the Reavers are on holiday. Actually, let's head up to Newton. Maybe they're up there. Or maybe they're more likely up there. That's their main base. Anybody want to encounter mutants? Anyone? Oh. Oh, it's the Energizer Bunny random encounter. The ever-ready bunny. For some reason the bunnies are glitched out and you can't see them. This is really slowing down my leveling here. No. Citizens. Robots. Robots. Hmm. It looks like all the Reavers are dead. Or something. But you're still getting attacked by super mutants. So work that one out. Okay, well that guy just got melted. The old 44 actually does pretty serious damage. Mutants can't actually hurt the APC in melee unless they've got power weapons, but it's hard to know if any of them have got like a power claw or something, mallet or ripper. Splat. He's almost leveled up. Stian's flying through the 44 ammo, actually. It's about to run out. Yeah, so I basically said what I wanted to say, which is, you know, I'm building these characters differently because I have the opportunity to skip a lot of levels with them. Effectively, skip a lot of levels with them. And because of that, you know, it's not the case that I'm having to deal with loads of dead weight through 3/4 of the game. Because that's what you would be dealing with otherwise, is, you know, you would have to carry your main character and all the characters that you're building super optimally. You have to carry them through 3/4 of the game, maybe even more than 3/4 of the game, with them having very little combat capability. He leveled up. And now he's hurt. Because of that special perk. 70 skill points in energy weapons. So by level 15 he'll have 84. And we'll tag that for 20. Should get up to about 120, I reckon. 130. He's immobile. Why is he immobile? Oh, because he's lying down. It's, yeah, it's, you know, it's one of them. I've seen many people make the super you know, there's no doubt that educated, life giver, and divine intervention is going to give you incredibly optimal characters, and you'll be able to get 11 perception because with divine intervention it increases one of your stats by 1, and it can go above your racial maximum. So it is possible to wrangle your build to get that 11th point of perception. But, as I said before, you'll be level at least 18, if not 21, before you start to reach the same combat capability as someone who's just built for damage straight away. Mama! So we need another 50,000 EXP, I think. Something like that. It's not the hugest amount, but it's going to eat another hour of my life. But that is it for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying these little discussions on leveling up and character building, and why I've done it this way, and why I've, you know, walked down this path. And I will see you guys next time.